Hey, welcome back to Lenfin's Cocktails. Tonight we're going to make a cocktail with an ingredient that I've never used in this channel. Tonight we're going to make the Sailor's Swizzle. And that secret ingredient, or not really secret, but that new ingredient is port. I'm using ruby red port tonight because this cocktail, it seems really fitting to use port in a Navy cocktail because port is well associated with sailors. It keeps well, it holds, it's a little bit higher in proof, makes good sense for a sailor drink. But that's just one ingredient we're going to use tonight. The Sailor's Swizzle was invented in 2012 in London, England by a guy whose name I can't pronounce, so I'm going to put it right here because I don't want to butcher it. It's got a lot of Z's and C's and N's and I just don't even want to try it, I'm sorry. I've had this drink before and I find it to be really delicious because it has a lot of good flavors. Not just the port, but it uses a rum, a lightly aged gold rum. Tonight I'm going to use Tanduay from the Philippines. I find this to be an exceptional nice rum because it has a lot of flavor while not being overly sweet. It's got a lot of those good molassesy notes which you want in a rum like this, and I think it blends very well in this cocktail. It also uses our homemade Allspice Liqueur. If you want to see how I made this, I'll post a video in the description below. It's really easy, it doesn't take much time, and you probably have a lot of the ingredients at home. And I definitely recommend it because it's really easy and really tasty. And then we're just going to use some, simple syrup and lime juice. It's really easy to make and we're going to build it in the glass. And what's really cool about all this, let me move this out of the way, was this weekend at the thrift store I found this really cool glass that has these nice sailing ships on it. And I figured what better to make the Sailor Swizzle than this nice swizzle glass that has all these nice sailboats on it. So let's go ahead and build this cocktail. We're going to start out with 3/4 of an ounce of our fresh squeezed lime juice. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of a rich simple syrup, about 2-to-1. 1 bar spoon of our allspice liqueur. It may not seem like much, but it definitely works hard in the drink. It'll be noticeable. 3/4 of an ounce of our ruby red port. And then finally, 1.5 ounces of our lightly aged rum. As I mentioned, I'm using this nice Filipino rum. Now, as I said, this is a swizzle, so we're going to put our swizzle stick in the glass and fill up the glass about 2/3 of the way full. Or more. Let's get this out of the way. Then we're going to take our swizzle stick and just, twist it up and down. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a bar mat, and you can see as I do this, it's going to kind of move everywhere, so I'm going to hold it and just do a simple one-handed swizzle. Really want to mix those ingredients up really well. Get it nice and cold, a good mix. You've seen from my former swizzle videos, I love a good swizzle. All right, let's add some more ice. Make a little bit of a mess with our ice. All right, take out the swizzle. The garnish just calls for a simple lime peel. And then add in our straw. And here's our Sailor's Swizzle. And as you can see, the ruby red port really makes this a nice, beautiful maroon color. Honestly, it's beautiful. The glass really makes the ships pop out, and it is really good. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh, to me, this is a very refreshing drink. And I don't really consider port to be very refreshing generally. In fact, before I made this cocktail with ruby red port, I did not have really good feelings about port. To me, it just didn't taste very good. It was a little bit too strong for wine, and I didn't find a cocktail that it really went well in, but this, it matches so well because there's a little bit of brightness and fruitiness to that port that's not in some other wines and wasn't in another port that I tried. But this also really goes well with that nice Filipino gold rum, matching the barrel notes, the tannins, all kind of mixing together, the brightness from that lime juice, and then in the background, a solid bit of our allspice liqueur. You saw we only put 1 bar spoon, but it really is impactful in this drink. And I think that's because my allspice is a little bit stronger than like St. Elizabeth allspice, but I find it to be really good, and it does hold up very well in this drink. It's really well blended, it's delicious, and it's honestly really refreshing and a nice summery drink. So I hope you guys try it. Let me know what you think. Leave messages in the comments. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and cheers.